welcome to the inaugural episode of the Mind Grind podcast. I am Gene Meyer. Hello. And with me today is a very special guest. It is my sister, Liz Meyer.
Hi, everybody.
First of all, that's a very beautiful sweatshirt. I dig sweatshirt and hat combo. It's,
Yes. Well, it's really cold in Florida, so
it is really cold. We are recording this on the first day of February 2026, right? And
yeah.
it is
I don't know.
like 30 degrees, which is like subarctic temperatures here in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. But thank you for doing this. So welcome to the Mind Grind podcast, where we talk about grindcore, comedy, mental health, and really whatever else comes to mind.
Memes. I don't know.
Penguins. We were talking about penguins before this, shitting on each other's faces, right?
Yes.
Liz, introduce yourself for the people.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm Jean's little sister. I am the age of 28. Totally just forgot how old I was. I'm a big supporter of Jean's band, Bandit. I like grindcore, death metal, thrash metal, all the metal, except for hair metal. Okay, I like hair metal.
You don't like Poison?
I mean, I don't want to ingest it, but yeah, sure. I also live in Florida. And yeah, and I like going to shows, and I'm also like talking about mental health as well, because I'm autistic and dyslexic and ADHD and all that shit.
All the D's, right?
Oh God.
So I got some questions here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll chat. So what, got you into metal / grindcore?
Well, when we were growing up, we had our rooms were like across from each other, and I don't think you knew what a door was, so you never closed your door. And I would hear like it wasn't like the hard heavy stuff at first. I think it was like System of a Down, Limp Bizkit, some other one that I can't remember the name of. And I was like, oh, I like this. I don't know, like something inside me was like, oh, this is like fun, fast paced music I like, because like I was so used to like dad's music where it was like Led Zeppelin and stuff, and that was more like smooth and groovy. But like when I heard like this fast like music, I was just like, there's something inside of me that likes it, and I don't know what it is. And then like when I went to like middle school and high school, it was during like the emo scene, and a lot of like the like Falling in Reverse and like Escape the Fate, Andy Biersack, Black Veil Pure Brides, like all of those bands were like kind of like the screamy music, not like grindcore yet, but it made me like really happy, like, and like expressive, and like I could express myself in a way. It didn't and then when I got into grindcore, it was like, I think I was the age of like 20 where I really got into it. I was like, I love this shit. Like, this makes me happy. I would like listen to it when I would work out. I would listen to it do homework. I would listen to it when I did art, like all that. It's just, that's when I think it really like started happening. And then when you started the band, you took me to your concert, or like a little show that you did with the band that was called Rad.
Totally forgot of Radioactive Dumpster Dudes.
Yeah. And I was like, I think actually I was 14 or 15. So it started younger. I thought I was in my 20s. But like I saw it and I saw the community and I really liked it. I liked the people in it. I loved the energy. I just really felt like myself. So, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you came to a rad show?
Yep. And I don't know if he
Oh,
was the guitarist or drummer who
singer,
recorded
because
with
I
me
was
and
the
did it.
guitar player. The singer.
Okay, so it was either the singer who like said, "Hey," and I was like, "I'm 16."
That tends to happen.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yes.
yeah, that was really fun. I love watching that. It was really fun. That's when I met your old drummer, your first drummer, Michael, I think.
Oh, Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
He's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
So he works in the Air Force shoveling snow. So he's probably very busy this weekend. So
Wow, I feel bad for him.
yeah. So my next question is and I think I already know the answer. What is like a really crazy show experience you've had?
Of course, you asked this question. Okay, so I think I'm not sure how old I was. I was early 20s, I think, and you and Jack, who is your guitarist,
McBride, shout out Jack McBride.
yeah, um, you wanted you. I don't know how the circumstances, but I somehow like joined you did like a little tour in Baltimore. So you were like hitting like two little venues, and I think it was the second venue that we went into, and it was like someone's like apartment, but like they had a basement, and it was like the smallest little basement, and like you guys were playing in the corner. It was just you and Jack, and then some random drummer, I'm guessing,
No,
and like
Michael was our drummer at that point.
okay, but he didn't come with us. It was just you and
Yeah,
me.
he drove
Yeah, and like I just remember like there's like a mosh pit, and of course like I couldn't like get away from the mosh pit. It was just like it was just such a small, tiny little room, and all I remember is your friend Kevin screaming something, and then all of a sudden, me just looking up in the air, I see this bicycle falling on top of me. Because it was in the basement and there was like a bike like on a rack somewhere, and I guess that's where he found it, and all I just remember was just this red bike falling on top of me, and like I'm stuck. And then it just goes black.
the bicycle incident. So the bicycle, I think, was on the wall of someone,
Yeah, yeah,
and Kevin took the bike off the wall and threw it. And that was actually the first show we played that day.
mm-hmm.
Because then we got invited to play the sidebar.
Yes,
Right. And so that was, and I remember playing in someone's house. Jack was like, hey, we have to be careful.
yeah,
You don't want to, because it's one thing to play a venue where you like break other people's equipment, but he was like, we don't want to break furniture and
people.
or people, right? And then Kevin, who was very enthusiastic, picked up the bike and threw it.
Got stuck under the bike.
And then,
Also, that trip was the first time I had Chipotle, and I threw up. And Jack wouldn't shut the. I love Jack; he's great. But at that time, I don't know what he was doing, but he was like in the back seat of the car, like doing the fake little drums on my like seat. And I remember I told him like, if you don't fucking stop, I'm gonna throw up on you.
well, do you remember? I think it was in between the shows. We went to the grocery store, and
Yes.
he pissed off. It was like a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment with the cashier.
Yes.
And
We
he got,
also the first time we get out of the car, this guy comes up and he just asks, "Do you want Somali?"
yeah, yeah, I totally, yeah, we get, I remember we were driving up. I was like, look, there's a lot of drugs in Baltimore, so just be careful.
door.
And as soon as we get out, there's just some, hey, you want Molly? You want some Molly? And you were like 14 or some shit.
Yeah, I was 14 or I was like, man, I think I might have been 17 actually. Now I think of it, because I was older.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole trip had just a lot of insanity.
Also, didn't you and Jack got in a fight at one of the venues?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Because he was moving around too much.
no, he left his phone on his duffel bag, and I threw his duffel bag, and it broke the phone. So he got really upset, and I almost made him walk home from Baltimore.
Hey, it's experience, your first band experience.
Yeah. So my next question is and share what you want, don't share, whatever. What what is your relationship with like mental health? What role has it played in your life? All that stuff.
Oh God, okay, that's
I mean,
well,
you know,
yeah. I mean, from a young age, I knew there was something different about me than other kids. Which is definitely the autism, but like mom and dad didn't get me didn't take me to like they did take me to a doctor, but at that time, high functioning autism wasn't really looked at as much. So like people didn't say like, oh, she's autistic, but she's different. Which doesn't help. But like that stuff didn't really bother me. Like mom and dad always thought like, oh, she's not gonna make friends or anything like that, which I actually did make friends when I was little, just in a weird way where I pretended to be a dog or a dinosaur and kids would follow along. But with mental health, like I do struggle with it time to time. But like I also know there's resources to help me. Like I have a therapist, I have my family, I have like a bunch of friends that like understand what I go through. My boyfriend knows about it. He's really supportive. Um and like I'm so glad that I grew up with like a family that like didn't shy away by like talking about it or like talking to a therapist, like not being shameful of having feelings or like being like like I've seen like in TV shows or like my friends that like go through it and they don't have that help and it gets really bad. But I'm just really appreciated that I had a family to support me with all the fuckery I had growing up.
wait, this is a little unrelated. Do you remember? I think you were like 6 or 7,
Oh god.
and we went to the doctor's office, and you were like just very hyperactive. And you were like playing with those little like,
Yeah, I still remember that.
yeah.
Like the
And
whole
then
like yeah.
and then mom was like, Liz, stop. And you just laid on the floor and farted.
Oh my god.
That was, yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I was I think I was in high school when that happened. So maybe
If
like
I was 6, you would have been you're 8 years older than me. I can't do math in my head.
something, yeah.
Yeah, like 13. You would be in middle school.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what do you do to take care of yourself? And this is just like in general, like
Oh, I mean, I go to doctors.
yeah, obviously. You
No,
fart in the waiting room and all that shit.
so like I I'll talk about this experience. So I was diagnosed with autism about last year, which is funny because it was April, which is Autism Awareness Month. It was the second week, and I got diagnosed during that time, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. But so I've been really learning more about my tism. I don't know what else to how to say it. And like figuring out, like I'll have some like episodes where like I get like really bad panic attacks or like social anxiety and stuff, and I've been like looking up like some groups online that like talk about like people who have like high functioning autism, how to deal with it. Like I learned how to like cope with some of the stuff. Like I fidget a lot. Like I usually be like fidgeting with like something squishy or like like that makes noises and stuff, and I'll be more like better like in crowds. When I'm in crowds, I know there's like these like big headphones for like autistic people. I don't like those. I don't like my ears being covered, so I get the actual the little things you go to concerts to get those little things in your ears, and that's just better for me. So like reducing like sounds and stuff like that. With like depression and stuff like that though, I usually either talk to my therapist, I journal about it, I find friends who understand what I go through. Just talking about it really helps, like hearing like myself, like hearing the words that come out of myself instead of hearing it in my head, making it worse, like because your brain likes to like play tricks on you and likes to bully the shit out of you. But when you finally speak it out loud, you can hear I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I talking about? Like, this sounds like not crazy, but this sounds like like the why should that matter? So
Yeah, they say your head it can be a bad neighborhood to spend time in alone.
it's ghetto up there.
So beautiful. Love to hear it. It's a crazy, chaotic world,
Yes.
and it's especially hard for people, dealing with that kind of stuff. And it's beautiful
Yeah.
that we found community and resources and all of that.
I've also recently, well, Dad helped me get a program called Cards, which I'm gonna mess up the college name for it. UCF, is that it?
Yeah, that's the one you're here.
Okay. Sometimes I put FUC. So they have a program for like adults who have autism, and they interview you to see like what kind I guess you have, and they help you like find a job or a career that you like, socialize groups like or like just learning how to be an adult with autism. And so I'm going to start that program soon, and I'm really excited. Also, there's a D&D group that I'm definitely going to join. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
And I got my dice, and it has little duckies inside of it because I like ducks.
12-sided die.
Yeah, well, so I have three-sided one, which is like a pyramid, and then I have the regular four-sided one, and then like the crazy ones that have a lot of triangles.
Wow,
Yeah,
that sounds amazing.
yeah,
That sounds
yeah,
incredible. We got to play sometime.
yeah. Well, I got to learn how to play first. Unless you know how to play, then that would be fun.
Oh, I do not. I've been invited to a lot of Dungeons and Dragons groups, but I've never learned how to play. I hear it's like creative and like
Yeah, and me being, a voice actress, I do voice act. I think it will be really fun, like doing voices as my character.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't do that anime voice you do.
Oh, the one that goes, "Ooh,
Yeah, yeah, no. We don't. No. That is just. That's gonna haunt my nightmares.
yeah, you're gonna get your fans on this podcast now.
Yeah, I don't want that. Um. All right, so let's. I like to end on a light note.
Okay.
What makes you laugh?
Um, everything pretty much. Oh, I have a laughing tick, so I just laugh at anything at that point. But no, I like you. You make me laugh. I don't laugh at you, by the way. I laugh with you.
Okay.
I like watching cute animal videos. especially ones that like are puppies that try to talk like humans. I like ducks, dinosaurs. I mean, they don't make me laugh, but I love them. Um, and I just love watching comedy, so and like stand up. That's always just the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you love so much about dinosaurs?
Well, first of all, they're just majestic giant lizard things like, and it sucks because we'll never know what they really look like. They're like a mystery, like it's mysterious though, but like we have their bones, we have like fossils of them, we have like egg fossils, poop fossils. They're just like really cool. I just It's just like amazing like what the earth was like before us, because like it seems like as humans we see as like we're like the top dog of the food chain, but if dinosaurs were bring back to life, we'd be dead.
Yeah,
We'd be
yeah,
lunch.
yeah.
And they're, I don't know, they look cool, they sound cool. I play a lot of video games of them. Just like any, like they just make me really happy, and like learning about how they lived, and like, and back then like a lot of people thought like, oh, they're just animals, they're not that smart. There's people have like looking at bones and like looking at like how they talk, like their vocal cords would say like the bones and everything, and show like they had like small little society things, and like they knew what family was, they knew how to survive. Like apex predators like learned how to hunt a certain herbivore in a certain special way with like making clicking noises or like little grunts and growls. Like it's just really cool to learn about.
Wow. That's
Yeah, it's like a foundation of what we are now today, you know?
hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Is there
Thank you for
anything you
having
want
me.
to promote or whatever?
I design tattoos, I voice act, and I do cosplay.
All right. Excellent. And
Yeah.
where can people find you?
Instagram is probably the best. I just go by Liz Meyer, I think, on Instagram. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll tag you and everything too.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this has been episode 1 of Mind Grind. I'm Gene. This has been Liz, and thank you for the support. And we'll see you later.
Yeah.